didn't think you would come back. After what we did to you.
No, you were right to stage the intervention. I am addicted to gambling. And I know you did it because you love me. Is it too late? Can I come home? I missed you so much. Luna. Are you okay?
I was dreaming. Is it morning yet? Did you find him, Cord?
No, I didn't find him. I looked all over. But Max just doesn't want to be found.
Oh, barkeep, how does thy margarita grow?
Come back after 5 p.m. and I'll make one for you.
Silver bells and cockles. Come on, we are flush with triumph from the blackjack tables, and we have come to spend earnings.
Tequila at 10:30 in the morning.
Yowza.
Yeah.
Only in Atlantic City.
We must look pretty lousy to him or
You
something.
kidding? We are a casino owner's dream. We bet all night, we drink all morning. Blackjack tables again before the busloads of tourists arrive at noon.
So you tired, Max?
Me, I'm fine. You?
Oh, I'm fine.
Oh, good.
Good. So when's the last time you pulled an all-nighter like this, huh?
Last time I came to Atlantic City with you. Of course, it's a lot easier when you don't have any reason to go home.
No reason at all?
No. They've made it pretty clear that old Max is on his own from here on out. Hey, Sparky! $20, you fire up that blender.
Done.
What a country. The fun never ends.
I am beginning to believe that is true.
You guys, I'm not going to drive you to the mall to get signatures for free Todd Manning.
But, Joey, if you don't drive us, we can't go to the mall.
Look, you guys, if you leave your petition at home, I'd be more than happy to take you to every candy store from here to D.C.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Rebecca, no one wants to help us.
What's the deal here, Joey?
Well, don't laugh, you guys, but CJ and Sarah are really serious about this.
CJ, didn't we all tell you when we visited Jess in the hospital that Todd has to be in prison?
Rebecca, our Jeannie loves you. You'll help us, won't you?
Yo, Todd, wake up, man. Todd, listen, they're going to be taking you to your cell today. That's why they let you sleep late. Todd, wake up, man. Todd, cut it out, man. Come on. Man, you sleep like the dead. Oh, God. What did you do, man? Todd! 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 Todd. How many of these did you take?
What are you doing,
Just
man?
answer my question. How many of these pills did you take, Todd?
What time is it?
How many of these pills did you take?
Man, I didn't take... What? thank God because you'd miss me, or thank God because they'd blame you if I did?
What, are you kidding me? They'd come after me, man. I know how they think. They'd throw me up against the wall, find out I had the key to the medicine cabinet, and then what? Then you'd be dead, and I'd lose my chance for an early parole. Man, I had no idea you got these before I made you give me back the key to that cabinet.
There's a lot you don't know, Zach.
Last time you planned the suicide so you could escape. Is that what this was about?
Man, if I were trying to kill myself, Zach, if I were taking all those pills, you can bet I wouldn't be fooling around.
Oh, so you were serious this time?
I told you, for crying out loud, I'm not going to spend the rest of my life in prison. And even if I do happen to get out of here, I got nothing to go back to, remember?
So why'd you change your mind?
Got a letter.
From who?
From friends.
What friends?
Friends of the G.
What are you talking about? Man, you got hit in the head one too many times.
What self-respecting magic genie would go do a thing like that? Kids never understand.
Ah, muchas gracias. Thank you. Thanks.
Ooh, yeah. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That is a race under your arm, my friend. I am game. Listen to this. What a way to start the morning.
You knew about this last night when I came by your place, didn't you?
Yeah. I was in the courtroom when the judge pronounced sentence.
Until you were upset, why didn't you tell me?
Because I didn't want to think about it anymore, Max. I felt helpless, and all I could think about was Dorian's face, and I didn't want to think about it. I just wanted to forget about it.
Have you?
I pushed it before back in my head.
I wish you about it. Anything I can do?
You're doing it. You know, I can't believe this. This is just having a field day on her. You know, if she hadn't have been found guilty here, they would have sold 100,000 less copies of this trash. Max, she's a person. She has a family that loves her. How could they do this? You have checked all the hotels in town.
Every single one of them.
And you've called everybody.
Then half the land you know that I've been looking for Max. He's just not here.
Do you think he could have left town?
If he wanted to go gambling, yeah, he did. Because I told you, Asa is not going to let him back into the Wild Rose Club. I asked him to do that. He said he would, remember?
Right, I remember that. Well, what about Atlantic City?
It's the closest place.
Maybe he went farther away.
Oh, yeah, Vegas? Puerto Rico? Where would he go?
I don't know, but Cord, what if he meant what he said? And he's never coming back here again.
I did mean that, Luna, but I don't think he meant it forever.
You know, I think that whole intervention thing was a big mistake.
I don't know about that.
How can you say that, Cord? We have chased him further away. He didn't face his problems.
What other options did we have?
I don't know. I don't know.
Cord, you know, I tried relating to him. I always did. By telling him the truth, by loving him, by trusting him. He lied to me right through his teeth. It was like he wasn't even himself again.
All right, now listen. We gotta start looking at the upside here. Max knows that we're on to him, right? We cut him off from his cash and from his credit. Now we gotta kick back and wait. We gotta wait for reality to give him a good kick in the teeth. We gotta wait for him to realize that he's gotta start getting himself some help.
How long's that gonna take?
I don't know. But at least now there's a possibility of that happening, hon.
Yeah, what if he gets involved with that Jimmy Bluffer fella again? Cord, you know, he stands a lot more to lose here than just money. I think we got to get out there. We got to find him.
I think you're wrong. Listen, I know you don't want to hear this right now, but I think we got to stop looking for Max.
What?
He doesn't want to be found for a reason. Now, we know that there's no talking. We have tried talking to him. It doesn't work. He's got to hit rock bottom, all right? He's got to realize that he needs us. We got to have faith that he's going to come back home. We know that we can't drag him kicking and screaming into help. It's not going to work that way. We got to keep that faith.
That's a real big risk.
Yeah, it is. But are you willing to take it?
Your dad doesn't know about this petition, does he?
Not exactly.
Well, you see, I can't take you to get signatures without your dad's permission.
That's not the point, Rebecca.
How? They don't understand.
Well, maybe it's time we made them understand.
Take it easy, pal.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Now, I was gonna take these guys to the library for story hour, but I'm running out of time, so are either one of you going that way?
Sure, no problem.
Great. Okay, yeah, Cord said that you could just drop them off there, and their friend Corey's mom is gonna pick them up when story hour's over.
All right.
Okay. Ciao.
Ciao.
So, you guys have any books to bring back to the library?
Yeah, I have a couple.
Okay, why don't you go get them?
All right.
Good. I've got to get over to the country club to help set up for Kevin's graduation party.
Rebecca, please help us with the genie. We're his friends.
You know, you are the best kind of friend. Now, you go get those books, okay?
Okay.
Off you go. Oh, Powell, don't look at me like that. I don't like this petition any more than you do. But the kids just don't know why it's wrong.
Why can't they make up a petition about something like cleaning up litter in a playground like normal kids or world peace?
I know, but all they know is that Todd was nice to them when he was hiding out at Landfair, and that he saved CJ and Jessica and Marty. They're fighting for what they think is right, just like their dad taught them to.
Okay, when do we tell them that this cause is wrong?
Well, we have.
Oh, come on, Rebecca. It's all they talk about. What if they go to the neighbors and get them to sign
When
it?
they're old enough to understand, we'll tell them.
Oh,
But
okay,
now...
okay. Look, but I'm going to have a talk with this librarian. If any of these stories today deal with the genie, then they're added there. Hey, meet us in the car, you two.
I don't think that you should bring our poster, CJ. Or Pal will be mad. He won't even know we have it. Oh, by the way, lots and lots of people come to the library. They'll probably want to sign our petition.
Jackpot. Jason, are you listening? I just found a whole ton of articles on government loans to small businesses. Hello? We lost our lease to Wanda's, remember? We have 30 days to come up with the cash.
Yeah, well, I think this is a waste of time.
Because the government, it appears, is too busy sentencing people to death. So maybe next time.
You're upset about that, huh?
Well, I bet Dorian is going to death row.
And she was a friend of yours for a while.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I don't saw this coming at all.
Yeah, but she killed the guy, right? I mean, maybe she deserves what she gets.
No, she doesn't. Look, I mean, it just isn't right. Dorian, she doesn't deserve to die.
She still matters to you, huh? Because you told me once that you were, like, really close to her and that you worked for her.
We lived together, Beth.
Did you love her?
I don't know.
But you still care about her, huh?
Beth, I care if they kill her.
Nora's theory is that Judge Hawthorne is trying to get his party's political nomination for governor this fall.
So sentencing Dorian to death is a political move?
Yeah, he's using Dorian as an example. He's trying to tell his voters that the rich people have to pay just like the poor.
Well, I mean, if that's true, then Nora's got a real case for an appeal.
Max, I hope so. I mean, I just hope that they can do it before they carry it out.
But the state makes real sure before they kill anyone. Believe me, you got time, and Nora's the best.
You know, Max, I just never thought that it would go this far. I thought that she would get 10, 12 years with parole and 5. But this is way over the top. I can't tell you how much this means to me to talk to you about what I'm feeling, Max.
I'm just listening.
Well, I like the way that you listen. It reminds me of the old times when we were together and how we used to be there for each other. You know, Max,
That must be in school by now. Maybe we should
get a cup of coffee. You know, we could use a serious cup of Joe right now. What do you say? Before we head back on the road?
I think you're right. Excuse me, could we get a pot of coffee, please? Maybe hit the blackjack tables one more time?
Perfect. So you want to hear your horoscope today?
Not unless it's guaranteed good.
Well, let's see what it has to say about that. Well, maybe not. Shouldn't risk that. But I tell you what, we'll read the personals instead. I always get such a charge out of them. You want to hear them?
You read these often?
No. Stop it. Let me read this one, though. This is fun. Successful career gal wants adventure. Seeks risk-taker looking for perfect woman to ride shotgun. Now, that's colorful, huh?
Familiar.
Yeah. Let's see.
What's the matter? You see someone you know?
Look at this, Max.
Genies, superhero dolls. Tell me, Todd, what's next? Mr. Manning's neighborhood prison yard?
If I had had this stuff when I was a kid to believe in, then maybe... Never mind.
Oh, please don't tell me that little action figure's yours.
Yeah. CJ gave it to me. Kid from the crash.
Oh, the one you saved?
You're so quick.
You know, I love it, man. You save a kid from a car crash, and all of a sudden you're some superhero now?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, did he also know what an idiot you were for ruining your last chance to escape?
Oh,
me some, Zach. You've let 3 people die?
Depends.
Why are you still here?
I'm not.
Now, wait a minute now. You didn't take those sleeping pills because you got a letter from who? Who did you get a letter from?
CJ. And his little sister, Sarah.
Well, what did it say? Don't kill yourself, Todd?
It said I mattered. And it said that they missed me. So I thought I'd stick around a while, see what that felt like. That okay with you?
So, what about Rebecca?
What about her?
Well, I mean, I think she's the reason that you stuck it out. I mean,
Maybe. Not that that'd make a difference.
oh, wouldn't it?
Okay, you guys. The story hour group meets right in that room behind those bookcases. Let's
We can
go.
go by ourselves, Rebecca. Yeah, we do this all the time.
Okay, well, you guys have fun. Make sure you find Corey's mom when it's all over, because she's going to drive you home, okay?
Okay.
All right, we'll see ya.
Okay. You go straight there, okay?
All right.
Good night.
Bye, Rebecca. Bye, pal. Bye, Rebecca. Bye, pal. Now what do we do, CJ? I don't know. I'm thinking.
Story hour is about to begin. You don't want to be late.
Miss, I have got a deadline with the banner. I need that reference.
Excuse me. Would you sign our petition?
You know?
Will you sign it, mister?
Well, we'll have to see. Why don't you tell me all about your petition?
Okay.
Are you friends of Todd Manning?
We're his bestest friends. Do you know him?
You could say that. I'm Don Donovan. I'm a reporter with the banner, and I think I could help people to notice your petition.
To serve as official and public notice that Luna Moody is not responsible for any debt incurred by her husband, Max Holden. I can't believe she did this.
Can't either.
A public announcement? They gotta print this?
Max, I'm sorry.
This is what she thinks of me, huh? This is what she really thinks of me. It's acting like I'm some sort of derelict, like I got responsible for myself, for my family, like I'm out of control.
Max, look at me. Look at me, Max. It's okay. It's okay.
How could she?
You still want to go home?
What, home?
Big odors lurk in small places.
I cannot just sit in this house and wait for my husband to hit rock bottom. You don't get through life without people helping you.
Hey, we have helped him, Luna. It just hasn't taken yet.
We didn't help him. We bullied him out of town.
No, that is not the
Cord,
case.
it's not just me I'm worried about here. He's got a son, you know that? And Al is a mess about this because he doesn't understand. He doesn't understand what's going wrong with his daddy.
I know. And I know how much you love him.
I do. Oh, I know. I know somewhere deep inside him. He knows that. Cord, I think about what he's going through right now. He must feel all alone. He must feel like nobody loves him and nobody understands him. And he's probably trying to get more money and everybody's telling him no. And on top of all that, there's that notice in the newspaper telling him I'm not responsible for any of his debts.
Okay. We'll keep looking for him. All right?
Thank you, Cord. You know, I've been thinking of a way we can track him down.
We talking telepathically here or Just the plain old Conways.
Just the plain old kind.
Uh-huh.
Now, you remember that fella that came looking for him?
Yeah, Jimmy Glover.
Well, he came looking for Max because Max borrowed money from him from Atlantic City.
Uh-huh.
And he left this as an ID.
First bad sign.
No, never mind all that. But just think, Cord, if he went to Galaxy Casino in Atlantic City before, he might go back there.
Yeah, I suppose it was worth a try.
Well, I mean, I just hope he doesn't get him more of those characters.
If you say she's not here, then she's not here. I'll take your word for it. It's just important that I find her. She didn't mention where she went by any chance, did she?
No, she and some guy got in a limo and just took off. Now, if you don't mind.
Cord, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm just thinking that we shouldn't jump to any kind of conclusions here about anything.
Where you go?
To Atlantic City.
Cord, I can't leave Al, and I can't take him with me so he can see what's happened to his daddy. Cord, please. I need your help, and I know that you said the only way we can help him is to sit here and wait, but I cannot wait. I can't lose him. Please, I cannot lose him.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna find him, okay? I'll find him.
You look so tired, Max.
I am now.
You know, the hardest thing is not being understood, especially by the people who say that they know you best. Oh, Max, I hate seeing you hurt like this.
I thought Lou and I, we had, it was different. It was magic for so long. And the last few months, I mean, it's just been impossible. What was I imagining this whole thing?
About Luna?
About being in love so much. I can't talk about this.
All right. You know, Max,
I'd like to actually get a shower and take a nap. You know, I want to get a room. Max, if I get a room, will you join me?
What are you doing, man? What, you thinking about Rebecca? Yeah, I thought so. You know, I still can't believe you're hung up on that girl. Well, I'll tell you one thing. She sure ain't gonna be getting any of that trust fund that you left her in her will anytime soon.
God, the letter.
What about the letter?
Did you send it?
Well, yeah, I sent it.
She's gonna think that I'm dead.
Well, that's what you thought when you...
No, she's gonna read. She's gonna get upset. I don't want her to get upset. Zach, you gotta do one last favor for me, all right, Zach? Okay?
It's so nice to be outside, not studying for final exams.
Yeah, there are gonna be all sorts of things going on around here next few days.
You know, graduation, parties.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. What?
I got all caught up with the kids' petition about Todd. I forgot about the country club party.
Oh, we're supposed to help set up, aren't we?
Yeah, you know, it's amazing how time flies.
Oh, you think we should just bag it?
I think it's already bagged, but maybe we should at least give him a call.
Well, maybe we can just go to Land Fair. I have to babysit the kids in a little while anyway.
So we'll be alone for a little bit then?
If we hurry.
All right.
Oh, hi, you guys.
Hey, listen, I heard about everything that went down with Todd.
Yeah, but he's back in Statesville prison finally.
I know you're relieved.
Yeah, we are.
Look, I'm glad for you both. And that's it for Todd. He doesn't deserve a second chance.
Yeah, well, we gotta get going here. It's nice seeing you guys.
Okay.
See ya.
What did I do now? What?
What, you mean besides taking off without me?
You caught up with me, Beth, didn't you?
Why are you mad at me? I wasn't on Dorian's jury.
Well, you sure act like you
Yeah,
were.
well, you act like you're still in love with her.
What are you talking about, Beth? What would you do if somebody that you used to care about was in trouble? I mean, wouldn't that bother you just a little bit?
Sure it would, but Dorian's guilty. Just like Todd.
No. Dorian is nothing like Todd. Nothing.
Has your dad told you what Todd did? I mean, why he's in jail?
Daddy said Todd was bad. He hurt some people.
But you still want to see him freed.
Yeah. He's sorry for the bad things he did. And he saved us when we had a car accident. Yeah, Jessica almost died. Marty too, but Todd saved us. He's a hero.
So you two came up with the idea of the petition.
I saw it on TV.
Right, well, have you got anybody to sign yet?
Not yet.
Oh. But you came here hoping that someone would sign, right?
Yeah.
Well, you know what I think? I think this is just so interesting, and I happen to know that a lot of grown-ups are going to find this interesting, too. So, why don't you two go set up your booth outside on the steps while I make a phone?
Will she be mad if I do it without permission?
She won't even know. I'll be right back.
I've never missed reaching you before, sugar. Max, stop blocking me. Oh. Dear Goddess, I need your help more than ever before. Max Holden is the only man in this world for me, and I cannot lose him. Do you hear me? Can you look after him? Can you keep him safe for me? Can you help him find his way back home to me?
What do you say, Max?
No, Blair, I'm not going to. I mean, a hotel room, you know.
Oh, you... you didn't think that I meant... Oh, no, Max, come on. I just meant, you know, getting out of his clothes, maybe take a little nap. We've been in these all night long.
Yeah, but, you know, what happened between us a couple days ago.
No, Max, look, we'll get a suite. Big old suite. You get a bedroom, I get a bedroom, and then let's have this great room. You know what? We could play poker in it tonight when the big guns come after dinner. This sounds great, doesn't it?
Now you're talking.
Good. I knew that I spoke your language, Max Holden. I'll tell you what, you take care of all, and I'll go up and take care of the room. I tell you what, I could use a shower, a hot, hot shower. Something fierce. I'll meet you in the lobby.
Yes, operator, I understand that, but there's no way I can accept this call. No matter if he's insisting, Rebecca Lewis. Hang on one second. Rebecca, this is a collect call for you.
Collect? Who would be calling me Collect?
Zach Rosen from Statesville Prison. The operator says he won't take no for an answer, but I don't think it'd be such a good...
Okay, I'll pay for it.
Rebecca,
I can handle it.
Wait,
Hello? This is Rebecca Lewis. Yeah, I'll accept the call. Hello?
Hi, Rebecca. I'm glad I finally got you. I tried a couple of places.
What's this about, Zach?
He wanted me to call you and tell you that he's all right.
Yeah. I heard that his condition...
No, it's not about that. See, he sent you a letter, and you're probably going to get it in a couple of days, but I'm calling to tell you not to worry what it sounds like.
I'm not following you, Zach.
See, the letter, it's about his will.
His will? Why is he writing me about that?
Because Todd was planning on committing suicide. For real this time.
Oh, my God. No.
Rebecca? Talking to?
Dole goes where no...
It's okay. Just give me a minute, okay?
What's going on here? Trouble.
Okay, talk to me, Zach.
Zach? Zach Rosen?
Look, Todd was really depressed when they transferred him here. He told me that he didn't care about anything. He didn't even want to know how long they were going to keep him here. It didn't matter even if they were going to keep him for life. He felt he didn't have anything on the outside to look forward to.
So, you stopped him, right?
No, not exactly. But before he changed his mind, he wrote the letter to you and the will because he wanted to leave you everything.
I don't believe this.
Rebecca, you're all the guy cared about. You and those two little kids.
CJ and Sarah. Well, is he all right? I mean, about all this?
I think so. Look, I have to go. Do you have anything you want me to tell him?
No. Bye. Todd was thinking about killing himself.
Oh, great.
I really thought he was over all this self-destructive...
What is going on, Rebecca? First, Todd comes back from the dead looking for you. Then he escapes from a car crash. And all people can talk about is what a hero he was. And all you can do is worry about poor little Todd. He's not your problem, Rebecca. He's a criminal. He's in prison where he belongs.
I understand that you're mad. And I understand that you're worried about me, but I didn't ask for this phone call, and I don't like the idea of Todd or anyone thinking about suicide. God, can you understand that?
I can understand that. What I don't understand is why is it taking you so long to realize that Todd is not your problem?
Did you talk to Rebecca?
Just now.
Well, what'd she say?
She was surprised.
About what?
Well, about everything. I mean, Todd, I don't think she was particularly thrilled and delighted to hear from me. I mean, she was upset. I told her not to worry about what the letter sounded like.
Well, what'd you say about that?
Nothing. I asked her if she had anything to tell you, and she said no.
She's got her own life to worry about. So do the kids. In a week, they'll probably forget I'm alive.
But he's not bad. Todd's a good genie. He's really good. Yeah. Will you sign our petition?
That's best. This is perfect. Get a shot of both of them. Wait till that guy signs it. And get the poster in the shot, too.
Now, what would you say the odds are of me rolling that again?
I've never been into this stuff. Sorry.
What? What do you mean? You work here all day. How can you not be interested in this stuff? You know, if I had your job, I'd be going nuts being in this room. I mean, with all the action going on next door all the time. I'll tell you what I would.
Well, Court, what are you doing here?
I've come to bring you home to your wife.